Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is the second video of non-conventional sources of energy. In this video, I'll be discussing about types of flat plate solar collectors. So what is flat plate solar collectors? Flat plate collectors are developed by Hotel and Wheeler in 1950s. The flat plate solar collectors are the most fundamental and commonly used solar powered domestic hot water systems where the temperature demand is low. The idea behind this technology is that the sun heats a dark, flat surface which collects as much energy as possible, and then the energy is transferred to water, air, or other fluid for further use. The flat plate collector, therefore, is basically a black surface that is placed in a convenient path of the sun. The main components of a typical flat plate solar collectors are black surface absorbent of the incident solar energy, glazing cover, a transparent layer that transmits radiation to the absorber but prevents radiative and convective heat loss from the surface, tubes containing heating fluid to transfer the heat from the collector, support structure to protect the components and hold them in place, insulation cover sides and bottom of the collector to reduce heat losses. So this is the structure of the flat plate solar collector. The main advantage of a flat plate collector is that it utilizes both the beam and diffuse components of the solar radiation. In addition, because of its simple stationary design, it requires little maintenance. Its principal disadvantage is that because of the absence of optical concentration, the area from which heat is lost is large. As a result, the collection efficiency is generally low. Liquid heaters is generally water. However, sometimes mixtures of water and ethylene glycol are used if ambient temperatures below 0 degree Celsius are likely to be encountered. The metal most commonly used both for the absorber plate and tubes is copper. The header pipes which leads the liquid in and out of the collector and distribute it to the tubes are made of the same metal as the tubes and have slightly larger diameters. Glass with a low ferric oxide content satisfies these requirements. Toughened glass of 4 to 5 mm thickness is the most favored material. The collector box is usually made of aluminium with an epoxy coating on the outside for protection. Initially, plastics were not used because they degraded on exposure to sunlight. They also have low thermal conductivities and high coefficients of expansion as compared to metals. However, advances in polymer technology have resulted in the development of suitable plastic materials which can withstand long exposure to sunlight. Plastics have the advantage of being light in weight and easy to manufacture. They also cost less and require less energy input for their manufacture than metals like copper and aluminum. However, it has to be remembered that they generally originate from fossil fuels. The present rate of production of liquid flat plate collectors in the world as well as in India is low. However, it is increasingly rapidly. Types of flat plate solar collectors. We can distinguish two basic types of flat plate solar collectors depending on the configuration of the absorbing plate and whether it is glazed or not. Parallel absorbing plate configuration. This type of collector can be used horizontally and vertically. The parallel design favors that the collector temperature can be stratified with a greater volume of water circulation through the branches inside the collector. Series absorbing plate configuration. It is composed of a single continuous circuit with a low volume of circulating water and a higher thermal jump with good performance. Glazing. generally used in domestic water heating systems for installations. The operating temperature is generally between 30 degrees Celsius and 60 degrees Celsius. It consists of an insulated box covered by glazing. Inside that is an absorbent in which the heat transfer fluid circulates. The glazing blocks infrared radiation and insulates the air gap above the absorbing plate to keep warm. And this type of flat collector is much cheaper but less widespread. Depending on the outside temperature, it is generally used in swimming pool heating system, but can sometimes be used as hot water heating system in hot countries. In temperate areas, the operating temperature is generally below 30 degrees Celsius. So this is the glazed flat plate collector device, and this is the unglazed flat plate collector device. Thank you.